get to talking. I was thinking he was forced to take it for some reason, and then at the end I'd still be protected. But now he can just take that. It looks like. What does that mean? Oh, now it means not what? That wasn't the move, guys, because now he's got all kinds of shit. But anyway, she said, okay. Yes, this was in Colorado Springs. She said, okay, I'll make you a deal. And she was with a friend of hers. I can't remember which. I think it was Kelly Hall. But it could have been Angela Bennett. I don't remember. But it was with one of her regular crowd. And she goes, okay, on one condition. And I was like, anything. Fuck, I mean, clearly. She goes, you have to dump the girls you're with, because I was dating two people at the time. I'm telling you, like, I was the cat's meow in fucking like grade school. I mean, I was breakdancing, you know what I mean? I was fucking it up. Um, so no problem, no problem. I went right directly over to them, broke up with them. Bell rang. I was late to class. Ran all the way back across the playground because Shannon was now late to class too because she was waiting. And I said I did it, and she's like, okay. And I was like, fucking 6 years and change, dude. And you're gonna fucking tell me I'm now actually dating. But it wasn't to be. Because as I ran, I ran to class, late, and she went, the other way. But for that last little part of class, for the last hour or 2 hours or something, our homeroom switched, or at least mine did. And we went to like English and something else, and the social studies and fucking history and boring shit. And then there was something else over here, but I never had her. Yeah, I think they did that by design. I think they kept us apart. We were never in the same class. And but from where I sat in this afternoon class, I could see her desk. It was just over the way in another classroom, but it was just one big room with some partitions. But like you could see through them. They just teachers would just open them all the time and run through like, oh, I forgot my glasses, and they wouldn't close it. So they just pretty much just rolled them away, and it was just all open. You could see the whole way. And this is concerning to me here. What has happened? What about this? Oh. So, the class was already pretty much sitting down. The last of the students were running in because we were all late, and we just got our seats. And I told one of my friends, I was like, hey, Shannon said yes, dude. Shannon said fucking yes, dude. I'm going out with her. And he's like, no, that's not true. And I was like, oh, yeah, it is, dude. You can ask her. And he's like, I will. So, we didn't give a fuck. Right? He just trumped right over there. Asked her. And she looked up at him, and I was like, and then life went into slow motion for like fucking 3 hours after that. She shook her head, and she goes, that's not true. I mean, I could read her lips from where I was, and I went, oh, fuck. Fuck, she did it to me because she was isolated on the playground. The bell was about to ring, so everybody was off the playground. And nobody would believe my story, so she could do exactly this to me. Fuck, fuck, fuck. You gotta be shitting me. Right? Okay, well, all he'll get is a pawn. I'm gonna move here and hope this is fucking enough. It protects both places. I understand he can sack here. I don't know what to do about that. He sacks there, I might have to take the motherfucking knight. Then he takes here, takes here, takes here. I end up here. He ends up taking with check. I end up here. No one in the motherfucking world knows what's happening anymore. I can't figure this out. Yeah, and I, that memory is now burned into me. Of course, is something extremely negative and fucking shitty. Which I've only been in love, I think, pretty much 3 times. That's another way to do it. In my life, that's fine. So he gets the pawn, but I get a protected passer, right? I guess I'll take in hopes that he takes with the knight. Okay, so now we're talking. Protects the pawn a little bit. Now I start running. Yeah, so that was my introduction to love, and it never got better. It's because I'm always aiming for these kinds of people. They see me coming. They see me being real and genuine, and you know, I wear my heart on a sleeve. I'm honest. Maybe I'm a little weird and spazzy, and maybe that's the way it goes down. Yeah, and then these people see me coming, and they're like, Mark, easy, Mark. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm thinking that they're all, you know, finally, you know, and all this time they were able to see I was worth a shit or whatever, right? But no, Jesus, I don't know what to do. That's a fucking fine move. Maybe it's this, and then this. Right? Just look at this for a little bit. I mean, I understand he has that. I don't know what else to do. But I've got this once I can get my gas pedal going, you know what I mean? Hey, hey. Yeah, and so, you know, it took me a long time, man. A long motherfucking time just to finally figure out what these people were about. And now that I know, it's like, oh, okay, game on. That's fine. You just detach emotion to those type of people, and you understand that the flaw was always in me, right? My understanding or my expectation of the situation was if I go hard enough in the paint, and if maybe I'll get seen for who I think I am, which was a cool guy who would do anything for this nice girl if you just fucking take the time to figure, you know what I mean, figure it out. And then you realize that that's your wound. Needing love from somebody in order to feel like you can do certain things is the sign of a broken person. You have to heal yourself. Let's just see if he wants to repeat. Maybe he goes there. And yeah, exactly. And so I went through all my relationships were pretty much kind of like that. Everybody got a fair chance. I was an honest motherfucker. You know, I didn't care so much on looks. I mean, I didn't want you looking like a, you know what I'm saying, like a joke birthday card and shit. Yeah, just thinking about you, baby. You know, missing teeth, big fat diaper wearing motherfucker. I'm not trying to fucking have that shit in my life either, but I'm not so sure I give a fuck about this pond with this guy running. He can have that one. It's not going to help him much. But, you know, chicks I dated were usually reasonable. There were a couple that, you know, they were the moped you wouldn't let your friend see on, but it's the way she goes. My next move, if he thinks he can get there in time, is going to be that. I think I can just go right to the bottom. I suppose this would have been really effective, but so now he gets another check, but nothing here. He's about to get butt fucked. Until I realized that, yeah, I see this. There's no threat. And I queen with checks, so, you know, fuck this guy's ass, bro. I really gave it to him this fucking time. Man, I think I'm just going to do that. Fuck it. I'm not sure what is going on here. But, you know, and then I realized I saw a very, very, very fine quote by Margaret Atwood, I believe it was. I think she's an author. She said, and it really floored me at first because I thought, what? Like, doesn't fucking work. How the fuck does that work? How the fuck does that work? This looks pretty good. I don't see dick. Uh, um, it said something like, the last illusion is the need for love or the need to be loved. Get past that, crack that one, and you're free. And at first I thought, well, wow. What a bitter fucking bitch, right? Man, I don't know. I'm just gonna start plowing on this motherfucker and see if I can't come up with a mate. I don't know, man, where he's gonna go. Maybe something pans out here. If he tries to approach me here, that's looking good. And then you know, it took me a while, but I'm the thinking type. Let's harass him further. Can you block this? No. No. Yeah, I don't want to be in a corner. There's always time to push Harry and then disallow his escape. I mean, this is over. He doesn't have dick. I might not even need to take that rook, you cocksucker. This check right here is fucking terrible because he's got to step into me. Of course it wins. This wins, but this check is pretty damning. Or I would need something to support the knight and I could mate him, and I really don't have that. So fuck it. Which, but then, so you think about it. Okay, the need to be loved. Why wouldn't you? And then I realized, okay, well, if this person has done this, that I can do this. What do I need to do? And I mean, I don't have a roadmap. I have quotes that famous and cool people say a lot. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck I have, y'all. Oh, he queens with check. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Well, okay. Then I guess then we'll do this mate then. We'll go back to this. Only now I've got this anchor. See, so it's gonna win. I made him right here. Doesn't matter where he goes. I've got the escape route. He can't go in here, so I can just pre-move this and this. It's all over. It's all over but the crying. Oh, the one time I get to be Nakamura and pre-move a checkmate and the bitch resigns. You know what I mean? God damn you. Come on, bro. And it's all pre-move, baby. Damn it. I've seen those fishes, though. I've seen those cats fucking pre-move games before. You ever seen that? They're on like move 6 or 7 in the opening, and then they look up for like 30 seconds and they go, they just start moving shit all over the board, and then they sit back and the motherfucker plays all into Yeah, I've seen Levy do that. I've seen Naka do that a few times. Yeah, that shit is fucking great to me, man. I mean, I can remember if it you know, if you can believe it, a time where you know, I could have seen chess like that. I remember when I was learning chess, you know, the things that I saw weren't very complicated to me. Oh, did I fuck up? You know, and I was really good with my knights, and I didn't care about material too much. You know, I just as soon sack shit as fucking play any kind of reasonable game. Really that bad, huh? Is that bad for you?